So let me take a look at the Shondo part. I know apparently Shondo was also caught in fire, so in this whole bow situation thing. I'm not too sure. Like I don't think personally like Kershey, Smugglana, Asmongold, or Tectone are controversial people. They just speak their opinions and that's it. You know, a lot of their opinions are pretty much correct at the end of the day, you know? Do I agree with everything that they say? No, I don't agree with everything they say, but you know. Shono said one thing, Groomer outed alert that made Twitter explode. What?
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So it's been a very chaotic week in the VTubing scene, especially among some of the popular indie VTubers, and trust me, it pains me to make this video, where we're going to largely focus on Fallen Shadow, aka Shondo, because recently she has made some really out-of-pocket statements.
Also, I was always so confused. Why is she named Shondo, but then like she has like Fallen Shadow though? Why? Wait, is there like any significant with it by any chance? I don't even know.
She has accused people with differing opinions of being groomers,
not 100%
and then
here,
she
but
made
you
a
know,
complete non-apology about the situation, and then she doubled.
She had a schizophrenic episode. Wow, isn't that lovely? Another mentally broken person. Oh, fantastic.
Tripled and quadrupled down on this whole thing, leaving many, including a lot of her fans, very upset. So I know this might be a hard video for some people because you guys might be fans of hers, but I respect her too much. I enjoy her content. I respect her too much to coddle her and act like she's immune to criticism, because that is not the case. Now, for context behind all of this, it begins with a tweets made by Bao, the whale. Now, she made this response that many think is talking about situations like the one involving the Mizkif allegations or other stuff as well, where she basically says that if a large male content creator approaches you and love bombs you as a small female content creator, run. Okay? Now, some people thought she was generalizing all men.
Oh, you want to know something? You know the best. Here, you know what? I'll use my experience. I had a big content creator talk to me and reach out to me. Scouter V. Scouter V is a big content creator, and he's a male, and I'm a female. But it doesn't mean like he's an evil person at the end of the day. Because Scouter V is, you know, has just been, you know, has been there. So to be, you know, that's funny, because I can say that, like, the thing that she just said or so can be completely countered or so of my experience, because Scouter V is a bigger content creator than me, you know? I've interacted, I've talked to, and I'm friends with Scouter V. That's, you know, that's the craziest thing about it.
And I don't think in this post that's what she's doing, but my correction is that,
I just remembered that just now, actually.
Large male content creators can do this to small female content creators, and large female content creators can do this to small male content creators. And even further, large female content creators can do this to other female content creators. Now, like I said, a lot of people looked at this and said, oh, Bao saying all men are bad. And maybe I think, again, based on this context, maybe a bit of a reach, but her response in the coming days, and when she was facing criticism for this post, is making people scratch their heads. In fact, she was caught liking this tweet where it says, men that are crying about this, referring to her tweet, are the same men that cry about us saying we choose the bear. Now, if you're not terminally on...
Is that from her tweet? Is that what she said, or is this something else? I don't even know.
Online, maybe you don't understand that reference, but for the last year, there have been sentient human beings who have said that if I was lost in the woods, I'd rather be there with a bear as opposed to a human Man,
Oh, you know what? I forgot to say this from the last video, but like, there's a saying from TBH, the Black Hokage. If it does not apply, you let it fly. If it does not apply from you, you let it fly. Run co-op will never believe anyone who said Wu Chang is optimized. I'd rather run to the bear. That's me when I'm when I'm lost in the sauce and hentai. Stop being lost in the sauce already.
I'm sorry for whatever happened to someone who actually picks the bear, but get help, because that's insane. That's crazy. On top of that, Bao left this message on Discord, blaming.
Yeah, I already know this. I just want the Shondo part. I don't really care about this part. We already. I just want the Shondo part.
Differing opinion.
Let me see. Hold up. Okay, hold up.
Do you see this? It's been 3 days, by the way.
Hello. Thank you for the follow.
1.1 million views
Groomer
on this
outed
reply,
alert.
calling a random innocent guy a groomer. Now, even if...
Wait. Did she said someone a groomer? Oh, what was the tweet about, though? Was there? I am convinced this woman has one of the more intricate and stronger honey traps in place. Twice she has done rather horrible things just this year, and twice... Wait, what? Twice she has done rather horrible things just this year? What did she do? And twice people without a brain line up to play the shield, doubling down on her sexism, and y'all lap it up? Lap it up? What the fuck does lap it up? Like ice cream in July? What? Huh?
Activity. Right now, I don't even necessarily agree with everything this guy's saying, but he simply disagreed with Bao. Now, this is where we get into the response from Shondo, where she sees this person criticizing Bao, and she says this: Groomer outed alerts. Now, I say this because Shondo is someone that I've defended. Many people have defended because there are viral tweets with 100,000 or even 200,000 likes calling her a Nazi, a pedophile, a pedo enabler because of her streaming content, her lolly VTuber model, and her voice, which is high-pitched. And people like myself have rightfully defended her from those baseless allegations.
Yeah, no worries.
And she doesn't need people like me defending her, but that's what I felt compelled to do on multiple occasions. So to see her calling someone a groomer
club,
for a differing opinion is gross. It's ridiculous. And anyone trying to excuse this as a joke, if anyone else, let's say another VTuber, called Shondo a groomer for a differing opinion, you be ripping out their throats. But when she does it, it's a joke or something that, you know, people shouldn't take too seriously. Well, you know what? I'm not going to coddle her. She's a grown adult. She understands the gravity of saying stuff like this. And here's the thing. Spoiler alert. She's going to, quote unquote, apologize for this. But this reply is still up. Do you see this? It's been 3 days, by the way. 1.1 million views on this reply, calling a random innocent guy a groomer. Now, even if 1% of the people who saw this believed the veracity of what she's trying to claim, that would be over 1,000 people who now think this innocent dude is a groomer over a differing opinion. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then we get to her apology, right? A lot of people are really mad at her, including a lot of her fans. And she said this big wall of text. Let me read it. I recently said something pretty mean on impulse that's being pretty roughly misinterpreted. It's being misinterpreted. This is the context. It's 3 words. She called someone a groomer. for having a differing opinion.
Hey, creator.
It's British humor to throw words around. I know that one
Imagine
of the big...
digging your
Shondo?
VTuber grave instead of just saying, "That's not what I meant, my bad, SMH." This nothing burger of a drama went shit hard.
Apparently it's going hard, which makes no fucking sense to me. I've been gone, okay, all right. I've been fucking sick, okay, all right. I didn't know Shondo was British. Shondo is British. Just the more you learn, I guess.
biggest audiences outside of the US is the UK. For me,
she doesn't sound like it though.
British lads and ladettes out there. Is calling someone a groomer like
haven't done shit.
British humor?
Shut
Am
the
I
fuck
missing
up.
something? I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But let's continue. And I personally have seen so much hate on the internet now, especially directed towards myself, that I've become completely and utterly numb to it. You know, I've been hit with the same ridiculous, baseless allegations that she faces, and you know what? It has the opposite effects. I understand the gravity of words that she used, and I would never use it without any sort of proof or backing whatsoever. I don't buy that. I don't buy the utterly numb. It's not a good excuse. But she continues on saying, "It seems I might have forgotten many people haven't really reached that point yet."
You want to know something, chat? If I ever fuck up on something, take your Hazu. If I ever fuck up on something, all I'm really gonna say, hey, my bad, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it this way, I meant it this way, my apologies, could have reworded it better, the end. Like, I'm not gonna, I'm just not gonna do a wall of text in my, I don't know, maybe that's just my personal opinion, I guess,
Okay. I'm always trying to be a better, stronger, and kinder person, and it was wrong to thoughtlessly say something cruel.
Oh yeah? Kershey has an ugly tail. There you go. I said it. I said it. We all thought of it.
Keep that in mind.
I said it, Pharaoh.
That said, if there are robberies in your area, it's not a bad idea to lock your door.
You gotta farm it? No. She has a tail? She does?
If someone starts yelling about how you're oppressing them by telling people to do that, they might have a reason to feel so personally slighted.
Yeah, I'll say it again.
Are we talking about the same thing? Just like randomly calling people groomers for having a differing...
Like, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm still recovering from sickness, right? When this video gets uploaded, I'm still recovering from sickness because it's probably going on the next day. That is so insincere. My video, you have to drop 1,000-page Google document to show your sincerity. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like this drama is definitely a nothing burger, but this is all I gotta say. Bow the whale, get off the fucking internet and go take a break. And Shondo, chill. All right, chill out, woman. Okay, we all know what you're doing. Okay, all right. Let's be honest here, Shondo. You know exactly what you're doing with your VTuber model and what kind of type of people you're farming. Okay, all right. Let's be honest here. Okay, let's not beat around the bush here. Okay, all right.
Opinion on something. Okay, I think as men and women in the modern era, there is an incredible amount of strain between us. And I have always been an advocate for breaking that wall down by calling people groomers. The strife and conflict is pointless and does nothing but perpetuate this stupid cycle of hate. Shondo Phoenix, no, I am literally the opposite of a misandrist, and I don't take...
What the fuck is a misandrist? I've never heard of that in my entire life.
...kindly at all to my thoughts being interpreted that way. TLDR, sorry for...
The opposite of misogynist. So hating on men or something like that?
Drama whoring. I stream a lot very tired said the quiet part out loud.
Look, I'm gonna say bullshit on that part. I stream a lot, very tired. I also stream a lot. I'm also very tired, but you don't see me fucking spewing random shit on the internet though. Look, man, that's all I gotta say. You know, for you to be saying an excuse that you stream a lot, maybe you should shorten your streams if you can't handle it. That's all I gotta say. So you don't say these things like just randomly. I stream for a long time, but I don't say random shit on the internet. That's all I gotta say, you know?
Very interesting apology, where it's captioned by saying the quiet part out loud. So you do believe what you're saying. Again,
I wouldn't be surprised if at a certain percentage she does believe in this. Like I'm not saying it's like a 100% all the damn time, right? I'd say there's a certain percentage where she does believe this to some degree, okay? But let's be honest here. If you're running a lolly model and you're talking as a lolly and you're farming a specific audiences, I'm just saying, you know, I don't need to paint the wall red for you to find out the answer, okay? Tired co results in your mom jokes. Exactly. That's why I gotta pound that puss every night from your mom, you know?
missing something, guys? This is ridiculous. I can't tell you to be nice and also be mean myself. I think when you're doing an apology for calling someone falsely,
I think Shondo also needs to get off the internet too as well. She needs to reduce her streaming hours. If she streams a long time and is actually like putting a lot of strain on her mentally and physically, reduce your streaming hours and go touch grass. That's all I gotta go say. That's all I literally say, you know.
a groomer, you should maybe like use proper spelling.
Animated.
That's just me. I know I'm overly critical, but
Maybe if you did a subathon not that long ago, maybe you should probably take a break after your subathon. I'm just saying, that's just me. If I did a subathon, I would take a break before I come back to streaming, okay? But you want to know something? It feels like I do a fucking subathon every fucking day, okay? All right?
here's a good breakdown. Someone made this this response, breaking down everything going on with this post, and yeah, it's a lot of deflection, becoming the victim. And
Okay, if your mind is getting broken in the middle of your subathon, you should probably stop your subathon and do it another time, in my personal opinion. If you are in a point where your mental stability is not correct to continue a subathon, you should not be continuing a subathon. That is my personal opinion. And you should probably walk away and say, hey guys, my mentalness is starting to defecate itself. I'm going to, like, you know, end the subathon early. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you in the future, but I am not mentally well. Then fucking stop it and get off the fucking internet, okay? That's all I gotta say. I'm someone who's fucking older and I fucking know this shit, okay? All right? For God's sakes, I do this content for free for you guys, for free. I don't charge you guys a subathon or any subathon in general, because I do this shit every day, you know, because I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I enjoy having fun with you guys. I enjoy making fun of stupid people making stupid things, you know. I enjoy playing video games with you guys when we have like fun game nights together, or when we're trying out a new game to see if it's good or not, you know, and have our own personal opinion about it, you know. But if you're having a subathon and your mentalness is draining super fast, you need to end that subathon, period. Okay? But no, I need to get the money because I don't give a fuck. Okay? End it, and fucking go touch grass. Like straight up, like honestly. That's all I gotta say on that situation itself. Okay? All right. You're a grown ass woman. You should know exactly what you're doing. Okay? Never.
A situation where you're being criticized.
The only reason why I don't do subathons is because it makes me feel like I'm begging for money. That's why. That's the only reason why. I just don't like. I don't like the kind of theme, the theme about it. You know, it just makes me feel like I'm like fucking begging for money. You know, and it's just like I just don't like it. You know, donate when you want to donate, or gift subs when you want to gift subs. If you want to support the stream and everything like that, go ahead. You know, make sure you still have enough for yourself to pay your bills or to pay that video game you want to buy or whatever, you know, at the end of the day. And that's kind of like basically it, you know. Thank you for the 500 bits or so. And that's it. That's like generally it, you know. Like that's kind of like the gist of it. Like, give if you can give. If you can't give, don't bother giving anything to me, okay?
Size for calling someone a groomer.
Shut up, Pharaoh.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Don't make me say Kershey's tail is ugly again.
And looking at her replies, someone said, "No, you're right. Don't apologize to these parasites. They'll only demand more." And she says, "I am apologizing for saying the quiet part out loud." So she, I guess, triples down on this point where she's saying,
I'll say it again.
I'm just saying the quiet part out loud. Calling someone a groomer for having a different opinion.
That's kind of weird.
Interesting.
You know.
Here's more.
Weird
She's
joke.
like, I don't care about being
You know?
dogpiled.
If it is a British joke, it's just a weird joke in my personal opinion. It probably lands more better maybe in her part of the town or so, but it probably doesn't land very well on the internet. So that's all I gotta say. This is the best I can do now. Don't spend it all at once. Shut your gray ass Dorito ass chip up. Cause you don't have to worry about that begging. We will be like the Yakuza. Get you the money from the chat and YouTube frogs when you do it at the sub. Shut the fuck up. I don't need to start laughing. You're gonna start coughing my lungs out already.
I'll ever understand showing kindness to people that wouldn't ever consider to offer you the same. And she says, being kind to the people who do not deserve it is the strongest and most badass thing you can do, actually. And it usually frustrates them and makes them rethink their behavior a lot more effectively than being cruel would. What are we talking about here?
I don't know.
She's showing kindness to, I guess, someone who doesn't deserve it and calls them a groomer. Did I hit my head or something, guys? This seems so ridiculous.
I feel like this shit has blown up out of proportion.
She says
in my
further,
personal opinion.
So much goes on in VTubing that doesn't go public. So many situations happen that don't get Google Docied, because if every situation of abuse or manipulation or cruelty that happens behind the scenes, especially among bigger creators, was written down and posted publicly, we'd be typing them up all day.
Actually, if every controversy was out literally on a Google Docie, the whole VTuber community, at least on the EN side, would fucking implode. I'll be honest with you, it would straight up fucking implode, dude. It would cause a nuclear fucking meltdown, and all the drama tubers and all the well, not really drama tubers, the commentary and the commentary scene, the news. Well, I call them just like news channels. At the end of the day, they're not really drama tubers. They're just news channels. They just kind of like report the news on what's happening in the VTuber scene. Basically, you know, they would have a field day, to be honest, with the amount of fucking, they'll probably be overworked to death, in my personal opinion. The amount of fucking Google Docies will be publicly posted.
Which is a weird point, because if you know there's something going on behind the scenes, why aren't you talking about it? Right? If you know there's some abuse going on,
they'll be making a lot of like documentary style videos for those.
I don't know. Just a point. Now, in response to what she said, I made this reply that has like 6,000+ likes. So clearly it's not just people who support me, but a lot of people in her own fan base, because this post is almost ratioing her in her own home turf in her quote-unquote apology. And I basically said, I'm not going to coddle you. I respect you too much to do that. And this is not British humor. What you said is very serious. And people have defended you against those sorts of accusations in the past, and you should know better at this point. That's it. But it did resonate with a lot of people. And what was her response to all this? Because I know she saw this. Let's be real. There's no way she didn't. She made a further reply saying, if you're reading this, it's already too late. Run away. It's more fun. Kitten. With a hat that says the CEO of grooming. So this is her response. She's like, oh, yeah, I called someone a groomer, but I call myself one too. What? Again, I don't want to hammer this home, but I know there's a lot of people who are going to defend her no matter what, and they'll be mad at me for criticizing her. But if anyone else called Shondo...
Yeah, but if the shit posting is not good, though, you know, that means you just made a terrible shit post at the end of the day. CCC's and accountability is quite something. Don't worry, it's okay. One of these days, we'll fund a VTuber agency called the Learn Your Fucking Manners VTuber agency.
A groomer or acted this way, you would be ripping their throats out. Do not.
I'm gonna be honest with you. For me personally, so I don't know Shondo. Okay, I don't know Shondo. I don't know her humor. I don't know her shit posting. I don't know nothing. Okay, I know nothing about Shondo. All I know Shondo about is that she is a lolly VTuber who respects guys, right? Who I assume to some degree, but I assume the creepy ones are out of the picture, right? It's logical, of course, you know. If I'm looking at this, right? If I'm looking at this for me personally, I'd be like, is this supposed to be funny? Is this supposed to be like making a joke or something? Or you know, I'm just kind of like. I'd be like, it's like, what am I supposed to? It's supposed to be a funny ha ha ha, is it? Oh, it's not really good, I'll be honest with you. I get what she's trying to make, but it's kind of like,
Lie. Do not lie to yourself. Do not try to lie to other people, because you know exactly how you would respond in a parallel situation. But this one, it's fine, I guess, because she's your Oshi. Yeah, I respect her too much to coddle her like that, and I think more people should feel that way.
I personally like Yuzu, right? Like I love my Oshis, right? I like Numi, I like Yuzu, Doki Bird, Botan, let's see, Mori, Narissa, you know. I think like it's kind of like the gist of it. Oh, I think her. I'm trying to remember her name off the top of my head. Iris question mark. I think. Like I look up to them, right? But I still, you know, I'll still I won't agree with them 100% of the time with a lot of things. If they do something or so, of course I'm gonna criticize. You know, whatever they post or whatever, you know, that's basically, you know, it's not good towards guys in general, whatever, you know. So, or not really towards guys, but like generalizing all guys in the same thing, you know. That's just kind of like generally it. Hey, Baron.
But anyways, that's gonna do it for this wild, wacky
confirmed
situation.
Yes, I love your mom. That's the reason why. That's why. That's why, because I'm taking all your moms and they're become my MILFs. Quick update, it appears that she has deleted all of her responses, including in this video edit. I'm not saying it was because of this video, by the way. I've only seen she deleted the comments after this video was live, so I wanted to mention it. I see. You shouldn't love my mom, she's a hoe. And that's the reason why she gets back shots every single night. If a cute VTuber whale floods you with moans, cosplay, and I love you chat, and then ask for your credit card, don't walk, run. This one's a pretty I like this one. This one's pretty funny. This is a pretty cool. If a cute VTuber whale floods you with moans, cosplay, and I love you chat, then ask for your credit card, don't walk, run. Jesus, this whole entire thing has been so fucking funny. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, it's been fucking hilarious. Yes, I already know what the fuck Bao was technically supposed to be saying, but yeah, she definitely like said it incorrectly. So I give 50% to Bao in the wrong, and then 50% wrong on the rest of other people who don't read between the lines. But you know, it is what it is. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You know, you guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. But yeah, so much fucking shit be happening when I'm away, to be honest. Honestly, hopefully it's over. Since I'm back, it should be this whole entire thing should be dead. Okay, all right, all of this should be dead. Usually when I come back, everything is more settled down until I go away again. Then yeah. No, I don't know. I don't really care. I don't, like I said, I don't know Shondo's humor, so I don't know Shondo's humor. So most percentage of Twitter loves to jump the gun. Sadly, that's just how it is, to be honest. Evan ironically made it at least 900 reply tweets
the internet
in relationship
raises
to
hell.
Twitter PvP around this topic during this past week. You shouldn't be replying to this shit, to be honest. Like I said, I wasn't even bothered. Like, I was celebrating my anniversary, but unfortunately, like, I got sick on my anniversary, so kind of really sucked at the end of the day. That's kind of like the gist of it, but yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video, and peace.